Albert Park Circuit, host of the 2025 F1 season opener, is more than just a scenic street circuit in Melbourne. Did you know it once ran in the opposite direction? Or that a Formula One legend dismissed it as nothing special, sparking outrage? From its surprising history to its changes that shaped its layout, this track has more stories than you may think, so let's break it all down in this video. The Albert Park Circuit in Melbourne, Australia has been home to the Formula One Australian Grand Prix since 1996, replacing the much-loved Adelaide Street Circuit. Nestled within a scenic parkland setting, the track offers a spectacular backdrop with the Melbourne skyline reflecting off the lake as F1 cars roar around the temporary circuit. But while its atmosphere is second to none, Albert Park has been long topic of debate among fans and drivers. What many don't realise is that Albert Park wasn't always a clockwise circuit. When it was first used for motorsport events back in the 1950s, cars actually ran in a counterclockwise direction. But when Formula One bought the circuit back in 1996, it underwent a full redesign, flipping the direction to clockwise and adapting the layout to suit modern F1 cars. This change wasn't just about reversing the flow, however. It was part of a broader effect to make Albert Park a premier F1 venue. The track combined high-speed straights with tight corners, but despite its reputation as a fast street circuit, overtaking has often been a bit of a challenge. From the start, Albert Park's layout faced criticism. While it provided a spectacular setting and a fan favourite for its season opening excitement, the circuit itself has been described as lacking flow, with too many slow corners leading into long straights. Around the time of the 1999 Australian Grand Prix, Michael Schumacher, then driving for Ferrari, was asked about the Albert Park circuit, and he described it as nothing special in terms of its layout. His comment did not sit well with John Brumbley, who was the Australian Minister for Finance and Assistant Treasurer of Victoria at the time. Brumby took offence, as Melbourne had invested heavily in making the Australian Grand Prix a prestigious event after taking it over from Adelaide in 1996. Brumby responded by suggesting that if Schumacher didn't like the track, he didn't have to race there. An unusually blunt remark from a government official. This reaction highlighted how sensitive Australian officials are about the event, as it was a major point of pride for Melbourne and a key part of their tourism and international sports reputation. Despite the controversy, Albert Park remained on the F1 calendar, and Schumacher continued racing throughout his career. However, these comments stuck with some of the fans and critics, reinforcing the argument that the circuit's layout wasn't as exciting as some of the other tracks on the calendar. In 2022, modifications were made to improve racing, including the removal of the turn 9-10 chicane and the introduction of a fourth DRS zone. These changes were designed to increase overtaking opportunities and improve the circuit's rhythm, but the impact was modest at best. Albert Park remains a challenging place for wheel-to-wheel racing, often favouring strategic battles over the consistent or constant on-track action. With the 2025 season kicking off in March, all eyes will once again be on Melbourne. Can Albert Park deliver a thrilling race, or will the criticisms of its layout continue? Either way, its place in Formula One history is secure, both as a controversial track and one of the few circuits to have completely reversed its original driving direction. What do you think about Albert Park? Is it an underrated challenge or an overrated street circuit? Let us know down in the comments. That wraps up our deep dive into the Albert Park circuit. If you love exploring the history of racetracks, then don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss a video. And if you want even more, head over to circuitsofthepast.com to download a free ebook featuring 7 abandoned racetracks that you can still visit legally. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.